You're like the worst one of them all. Like we got Ben Shapiro, you got Canadian Steven Crowder, Tim Pool. You could step on the scumbag. You get the files. You have all this in front of you, and you cover it up. All right, just so we're all on the same page about what our government knew and what they were lying about the entire time. I'm not going to give any of my opinions. I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm just going to read this document as is. It's here on the screen. You can read it yourself. You can fact check it, whatever. But here we go. This is from October of 2020. It is captioned, confidential human source, CHS, was asked by the handling agent about information he or she may be aware of related to improper domestic or foreign influence over the electoral process in the U.S. CHS already provided some of this information documented in previous reports, but he or she expanded on several matters as described below. Now, this part's redacted, but it says Harvard Law professor Alan Dershowitz, CHS learned that Dershowitz influenced many students from wealthy families. For example, Josh Kushner and Jared Kushner were both his students. Dershowitz told CHS that if he were young again, he would be holding a stun gun as an Israeli intelligence Mossad agent. CHS believed that Dershowitz was co-opted by Mossad and subscribed to their mission. CHS still continues to communicate occasionally for Dershowitz. Jeffrey Epstein was represented by Dershowitz, and so was Donald Trump, by the way. Jeffrey E. was represented by Dershowitz. CHS remembered Dershowitz tell Alex Acosta, U.S. Attorney of Southern District of Florida at the time, that E belonged to both U.S. and Allied intelligence services. CHS shared phone calls between Dershowitz and E, during which he took notes. After these calls, Mossad would then call Dershowitz to debrief. E was close to the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, and trained as a spy under him. Barak believed Netanyahu was a criminal. Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the UAE are allied against Qatar, Turkey, Iran, and Syria. One of CHS's, redacted, who presumably worked, redacted, asked CHS a lot of questions about E. CHS became convinced that E was a co-opted Mossad agent. Now, should we go back and look at all the testimony everybody gave and all the official statements that are on the record from all of our elected officials and from anybody within intelligence or the FBI? Like I said, I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm not going to say how I feel at the moment, but this is something that everybody needs to know. Oh, here's another one. Thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty. To Jeffrey Epstein from Redacted. How come he's not in jail? How come he's not brought in for questioning? That's not evidence of a client, Kash Patel? Oh, let's hear what the president has to say. And I was sticking up for him, too. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt the whole way. I said, maybe there's more we don't know. Maybe there's more we don't know.
Something that people care about. Yeah, what did you say? Go ahead.
What would you say to the survivors who
you are the worst reporter. No wonder CNN has no ratings because of
ratings. You still want to talk about ratings?
Woman. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile in your face. You know why? You know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth, and you're a very dishonest organization, and they should be ashamed of you.
No, Trump. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your entire family should be ashamed of you. Everybody that ever believed in you and voted for you and supported you should be ashamed of you. Now, this one's crazy too. This is Amy Robach. This is a woman that had the scoop. She had the story on you know who years ago. And instead of doing the right thing, you know, maybe just getting the story out for the greater good and to help people, justice for the victims, make sure there's not more victims. No, they were all worried that they weren't going to be able to get interviews with the royal family, and for business reasons, they dropped it. And now she doesn't regret the fact that more children were tortured, abused, offed. She doesn't think about that at all. All she thinks about is how she could have been and she should have been the one to break the story. Watch.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton. We had everything.
We had everything.
I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it.
And what did you do exactly?
I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, it was what we had.
Every day I get so pissed. I mean, I knew everything. It should have been me. I should have gotten the attention. Yo, honestly.
It was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying, there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. And I had it all 3 years ago.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And you're like bragging right now, like someone should hand you a trophy, when the reality is you belong in prison. You're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't talk like that. It's just, this stuff really does get to me. This really does get to me. Like, you know, I dug really deep into this for a long time. And, you know, I've seen, for all the stuff we pull up and all the files and the videos and whatnot, you know, all I'm going to say is there's a lot of pictures and videos I would never post. You know? Like, I've seen what some of these kids went through. And it's just evil. It really is. It is evil. It is satanic. Like, I can't even imagine. And for anybody to have ever been in a position where they could have stopped it, where they knew. And for what? For money? For a career? You look the other way? Like, what do you even stand for? Like, people like that, I have no respect for them. And I know people got offended yesterday when I went on that rant and I said, I don't care how long I've known you, suck a dick, whatever. But, like, I meant it. Like, if you are the kind of person that is going to try to make excuses for Trump or make excuses for the Democrats or look the other way, like you're still somehow involved with any of these people because you think it's gonna help your career, you're gonna make a couple extra bucks, you're gonna get to sit at a dinner with one of these scumbags and it makes you feel special, then you are a fucking loser. Like, you are the worst kind of human being, and you are a disgrace to humanity. And I know that there are going to be some people that know me that I have history with that are going to see this video and they're going to take offense. And you know what? You should be. But it's not my place to judge. I don't love you any less. You're going to have to deal with God one day. You want to sell your soul? That's up to you, my man. That is up to you. But not me. I would gladly give up my life any day than conform and look the other way. I would rather, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. And you can only lie to yourself for so long. And believe me, I've had to lie to myself about plenty over the years. I have my own stuff that I have to live with. But what we've been talking about? No. That is so far across the line. Never. And I meant what I said yesterday. Like starting today, like I'm not calling nobody. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not showing up to any parties. I'm not like if your phone rings and it's me and I show up somewhere, you are on a very, very short list, my friend, because starting now, everything changes. Everything changes. And I'm sticking to it. And you know what? There are 8 billion people in this world. And I have seen more humanity in Discord chats, in comments, from people I've never met in person and probably never will. But I've had more meaningful conversations with the people that have reached out to me, that I've connected with through this. It's almost like a level of trauma bonding. And I don't need any of you. I don't. And I don't want you near me. I don't want you near my kids. It is a new day. It is a new day. Now we got this guy. Another loser.
The third group of people I want to address are the grifters out there who mistakenly thought I wasn't coming back. Now, I am back. The Podfather is back, and I'm here to...
Bro, the grifters that didn't think you were coming back. The Podfather? Yo, you're coming out here, you're getting on camera looking like 80 years old. I'd rather see Alan Larkin sitting where you're doing what you're doing right now than you. Like, what are you talking about?
To take back this movement. This movement's been
I love Alan Larkin, by the way. Great actor.
Hijacked by a small group of dipshits and bums and losers who are nothing but doomers under the frame of accountability. I'm all about accountability.
You're all about accountability? Look how cracked out he looks right now. Look at oh shit, I should be usually on the other side. Now it looks like he's looking at me. No, but seriously, what a fucking loser. Bro, Bongino, suck a dick. Honestly, suck a dick. You're like the worst one of them all. Like we got Ben Shapiro that we know is fucking Mossad. You got Canadian Steven Crowder, Mr. I'm gonna bully my pregnant wife and sit here and try to drive the web. Fucking Tim Pool, you could step on the scumbag with his little fucking beanie hat. And now we got you. You got you. People have sat here for fucking how long while you're making millions of dollars talking all the shit about what you would do. And then all of a sudden you get the job in the FBI, you get the position, you get the files, you have all this in front of you, and you cover it up, and you got the fucking balls to get back on this microphone and talk about how you're the Podfather? Like, you are so lucky that you're not getting fucking put under the jail right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And you're all about accountability?
I just showed you what we did or what we didn't. Did I not? I'm not sitting here going, hey, trust me, bro. I showed you. If you like it, great.
You showed us what? You showed us what? We got 3 million pages of everything that you should have showed us the whole year you were there. You didn't even make it a year. It was like 10 months, 11 months, and you fucking checked out. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. And you gotta walk around every fucking day for the rest of your life. Doesn't matter if they kill me today. Doesn't matter if they lock me up, throw me in jail, make up some shit. You still gotta walk around for the rest of your fucking miserable life being Dan Bongino, the fucking scumbag who had the opportunity to fucking do this and covered it up so he can get back in front of his fucking microphone. The Podfather. Bro, get the fuck out of here. I'm not even listening to the rest of this shit. I'm on a roll. Who's next on the list? Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Let's hear what this fucking loser has to say.
And tragically, this pattern keeps on happening. Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Yeah.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? And tragically, this.
Whoa. Hold on. What the fuck did he just say?
Rape. How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Yo, come on. Are you guys just fucking with me right now? Like seriously, is like Mossad on the other end of my computer just trying to make sure I have a fucking crash out? Did he really just say, let's stop?
We all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles.
How about let's not say we didn't, you fucking piece of shit. Yo, I'm telling you, like, I'm trying. But yo, like, how could it be this bad? How could it be this bad? Like, are people really that stupid that, like, they even feel comfortable? Like, yo! I can't. I don't even have the words for this one. Stop it.